When it comes to your success, guys, you gotta develop the ability to see it before you achieve it. And over here at Roof Hustlers, we believe once you get your mind right, you can get your grind right, and your grind don't peak because your mind weak. And one of the most powerful mindset techniques we love to teach sales reps is the ability to visualize your success before you actually go experience your success, right? And if you want to learn 5 powerful visualization techniques, stick around for this Roof Hustlers episode where we show you how to visualize your success before you go experience, so you can always experience the success that you desire and always put the deck in your favor. If this your first time here, welcome to Roof Hustlers. My name is Deshaun, the owner and creator of Roof Hustlers. What I do is I fly around the country and I coach and train door-to-door sales teams. I teach them how to get their mind right so they can get their grind right. And we take them from average to good, from good to great, always keeping food on their plate, baby. Because if you do what we do, it's a jungle out here. And if you're returning hustlers, welcome back. And you know what we do. We teach you guys how to create genuine customer connections, build better customer relationships, and provide premier customer service. Welcome back to another episode of Roof Hustlers, baby. So what I want to show you guys today is 5 powerful visualization techniques you can implement in your game that will always keep you in a positive state of mind and allow you to see your success before you actually experience your success, guys. And you got to understand what the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, right? And you got to understand this beautiful brain of yours, it don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. So I want to show you how to visualize that success before you actually go live it. That way the odds of your success go through the roof. The first visualization technique I want to teach you guys is what we like to call the preview. The preview, what does that mean? Visualize the events and circumstances of your upcoming performance. So let's say if you got a sales appointment you're about to run, maybe you're about to give a sales training, maybe you're about to do a keynote speech. I don't know what you're about to do, right? But what I want you to do is spend 5 minutes closing your eyes, visualizing exactly how you want that performance to go. Like how you gonna speak, how the crowd gonna react, the way you gonna kick it off, the way you gonna end it, your transitions. Visualize it for about 5 minutes. And I'm gonna take it a layer deep. Do this visualization technique before you go to bed at night, and also do it before you take a nap. If you're about to take a daily nap, go through your visualization technique, the preview, and visualize those events or the circumstances for the upcoming performance you're about to have. So any performance you're about to go do, knocking doors, running the sales appointment, like I said, any of those things, spend 5 minutes just visualizing it, even before you go to bed, before you go take a nap, just anything like that. So that's the first visualization technique I want to share with you guys, the preview. Preview that performance before you actually go experience that performance. The second visualization technique I want to teach you guys is what we like to call confident memories. And what is confidence? It's just the memory of success, right? If you didn't know. So confident memories. Remember a time you felt exactly how you wanted to feel performing. Recall all the sights, the sounds, so you can feel it again, right? Focus on where you feel it in your body. Then call up another memory and then continue to stack them. So remember a time you felt exactly how you wanted to feel when you was performing. So you know one of those days you was knocking doors and nothing went wrong. Everybody told you yes. Everything was just playing exactly in your favor. I need you to go back and visualize that day, right? Go back and remember that day, right? Once you recall all the sights, what you did before, the sounds, the experiences, right? So you can feel that again. You got to be able to feel your success, right? And then focus on where you feel it at in your body. Maybe it's your mind, maybe it's your heart, right? Maybe it's your stomach. I don't know where you feel it at, but once you experience that feeling when you had that successful day, boom, call up another one. Start stacking them and start getting in that experience, right? Start getting in that feeling of what it felt like when you had those high performing days. Then you go out there and do whatever it is you need to do. But the worst thing you can do is think about the bad days you had and then go try to go perform. You're going to flounder, you're going to flunk out, right? So the second visualization technique we got for you, confident memories. Go back and think about all the high performing days you had, what it felt like, where you feel it at, and then just keep stacking those. I would say go by 3 to 5 layers deep of confident memories, and then go knock doors, then go run that sales appointment, then go do whatever it is you're going to do that day. Now you're in the energy of confidence, boom, and the success goes through the roof. Third visualization technique we got for you guys, what I like to call presence under pressure. Presence under pressure. Visualize a situation under extreme pressure. Extreme pressure. Exaggerate it. I mean, make it crazy. Exaggerate the visualization. Then visualize how you would overcome it. Visualize yourself being in the house with a homeowner. Everything is going smooth. They love the price. They love the product. They think you the company to handle the job. They're ready to cut you the check. And let's just say the husband come home out of nowhere. Boom. We ain't paying for nothing today. You know, we want time to think about it. Get out of my house. And then you say the most slickest thing ever. You come out of your mouth with a phenomenal rebuttal. The husband say, you know what? I appreciate you for giving me that perspective. He sit down and he say, sorry, man, I had a bad day. And he just sign the check right there. Give it right to you. So you gotta visualize presence under pressure, right? So listen, no real life experience should be more intense than the one that you visualize. So you should be able to visualize like horrific situations, you overcoming them, and that way when you actually go out in life and you experience these things, no big deal. Anytime I knock on a no soliciting door, right? For example, I like to visualize worst case scenarios. What they're gonna do, walk out, maybe curse me out. They're not gonna swing on me, and if they do, I'm prepared to duck or, do whatever I need to do. They're not gonna pull a gun out on me, right? Whatever it may be, but I like to visualize the most craziest situations and then how I would overcome those situations. That way I'm always prepared, so no real life experience can be worse than the things I visualize in my head. So the third technique, presence under pressure. The fourth visualization technique we got for you guys is what we like to call the reframe. Reframe it, baby. What do I mean by that? A bad situation from the past. So think about the past, right? Maybe you was in a house, you didn't close the deal. Maybe the homeowner came out and said something crazy. Maybe they pulled the rug from under you. Maybe they took the check and ran off. I don't know. But any bad situation from the past, replay it in your mind, right? But replay it in your mind the way you wanted it to go. Not the way it turned out, but the way it should have went, the way you would have wanted to overcome that situation. Do that a few times. Now you're starting to prepare your brain to learn how to deal with that situation if it ever occurs again. And once again, the brain don't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. So it will handle those situations like they're real situations. So reframe any sucky situation you've ever had.
You look like the type of person that like to make money. So let me show you a quick way to get to them dollars, right? So look, this you with company trading. Company trading. You get $1 sign, right? This you with the free Roof Hustlers YouTube, right? You get $2 signs, right? But you look like the person that want to make a lot of money. And this you with the Best Hustler Academy. Listen, guys, if you don't want to be this guy making $1 sign or the guy that love the free stuff only making $2 signs, but you want to be the guy where you making an abundance of money, you need to come join the Best Hustler Academy. Exclusive one-on-one coaching, right? You get questions answered in a very explicit way. You got exclusive marketing content that's not for the public, but it's exclusively here for y'all. So listen, I want to help you take your game to that next level. You need to come join the Academy today.
And last but not least, the fifth and final visualization technique we got for you guys is what I like to call scenes of success. Scenes of success, right? Let me break that down for you. Picture in your mind what your day is like before and after success. So before you actually go out there and experience, whatever you're going to experience, visualize 20 seconds of what it looks like after you finish winning that situation in details. So maybe you closed the deal. Maybe you walked outside. You did a little dance, right? Maybe you called your boss, told him you closed the deal. He said, what? You hit the spiff. You got a bonus. Maybe you're going to get some food afterwards. You celebrate with a drink. I don't know. But visualize what that success looked like 20 seconds after, right? Because, if it's a sport, you'll visualize holding the trophy. You'll visualize confetti falling, them putting a medal around your neck. Like you could visualize that for sports. But I want you to visualize what 20 seconds of success look after you close that deal. Then I want you to visualize 20 minutes before you actually walk into the sales appointment. What are you doing 20 minutes before you step into the field, before you walk into that house, before you walk into that boardroom and sell that HOA, before you walk into that networking event? It don't matter. Visualize 20 minutes of success before you actually go do the activity. Now I want to let you know, when you're doing this visualization technique, it doesn't include the performance. It only includes visualizing before the performance and after you win, what that's gonna feel like. So this is the scenes of success. Visualizing 20 minutes before you actually go into your performance, and then visualizing 20 seconds to a minute after you have a successful performance, and what that energy and what that picture gonna be like once you're done closing that deal. So that's the fifth one. Scenes of success. Quick recap, 5 visualization techniques. The preview, visualize the events and circumstances of your upcoming performance 5 minutes before you go do it. Confident memories, think about all the successful days you had, what it felt like, start to stack them. Presence under pressure, baby. Visualize extreme pressure, exaggerate it, and then how you would overcome it. Reframe, think of any bad situations you've had in the past, but I want you to visualize how you would have handled them better so they never catch you slipping again. And number 5, scenes of success. I want you to visualize 20 minutes before you actually go into your performance, and then 20 seconds to a minute after you've performed the way that you wanted to, and what it's gonna feel like once you got the win. So listen, those are 5 visualization techniques I want you to take, implement in your game. Why? Because when you can see the success, you got a higher chance of being the success. But don't wait until you're successful to start feeling good. Learn how to visualize and see things before you actually go do them. Now listen, I just got a quick little quote for you guys, and then I'm done. Expect nothing, but be able to handle everything, right? So I expect nothing, but I can handle everything, and expect abundance, but prepare to suffer. Expect abundance, but prepare to suffer. So listen, if you enjoyed today's Roof Hustlers episode, please leave us some comments down in the comment box. We do pay attention to those, right? Make sure you follow us on all platforms: Instagram, Roof Hustlers; TikTok, Roof Hustlers; Facebook, Deshaun Bryant, right? YouTube as well, obviously you're already here. Make sure you shoot us an email, deshaun@roofhustlers.com. If there's any topics or anything you want us to cover, we do pay attention to those. And don't forget to email us for your free Hustlers Guide to Door-to-Door. Get that in your repertoire, help take your game to that next level. So listen, Hustlers, it's always a pleasure. We appreciate y'all at the highest levels. And as always, baby, hustle hard, hustle smart, and don't be afraid to bogart. Hustlers, I'm out.